As we just heard in the previous video, obedience prepared the girl for submission to the first proper mate. Barbara Welter describes this. The assumption is twofold. The American female was to be so infinitely lovable and provocative that a healthy male could barely control himself when in the same room with her. And that same girl, as she comes out of the cocoon of her family's protectiveness, is so palpitating with undirected affection, so filled to the brim with her tender feelings that she fixes her love on the first person she sees. She awakes from this midsummer's night's dream of adolescence, and it is the responsibility of her family and society to see that her eyes fall on a suitable match and not some clown with the head of an ass. They do their part by such restrictive measures as segregated by sex and or class, schools, dance classes, travel, and other external controls. She is required to exert the inner control of obedience. The combination forms a kind of societal chastity belt, which is not unlocked until the marriage partner has arrived and adolescence is formally over. When Amelia Bloomer in 1851 suggested in her feminist publication that women wear a kind of short skirt and pants to free themselves from the encumbrances of traditional dress, this was attacked in the popular women's literature. In the Young Lady's Book of 1830, in whatever situation of life a woman is placed from her cradle to her grave, a spirit of obedience and submission, pliability of tender, and humility of mind are required from her. And one woman wrote, oh my God, this is making me boil inside. Oh my fucking God. And one woman wrote in 1850 in the book Greenwood Leaves, true feminine genius is ever timid, doubtful, and clingingly dependent, a perpetual childhood. Another book, Recollections of a Southern Matron, if any habit of his annoyed me, I spoke of it once or twice calmly, then bore it quietly, giving women rules for no. What? I need to take a break. I need to breathe. Clingingly dependent, a perpetual childhood. Giving women rules for conjugal and domestic happiness. One book ended with, do not expect too much. Do not expect too much. And this is why so many women right now are realizing that, yeah, that's basically what a lot of marriages are. It's just, don't expect too much. And that's why a lot of women amongst each other, amongst ourselves, are talking about, well, what does a life with a lot look like? What if I don't get married? And then I can have everything that I wouldn't be able to have if I was in a don't expect too much relationship where I can't even speak my mind. I can only say something's bothering me 2 times. And then you have to calmly and quietly let it go. This is why women, including myself, it's not that a lot of women don't want relationships or to be in partnership. It's that we don't want this shit. We don't want to have to make ourselves small in exchange for a relationship. What the hell's that about? Why would we do that? Oh, because we wouldn't do that if we had a choice, which we do now. These people didn't have a choice. To not be married was a nightmare for a lot of women because that meant that you were a social outcast. But now, no, man, like, come on. No, it's just no.